Ballpark Beef is back at it. We got some draft highlights to tell you about. We got the raging hot New York Mets to talk about. We got a hot take on Juan Soto. We'll see what that topic's like, but after we roll the music. So
Yo. Welcome back to another episode of Ballpark Beef, the number one streaming podcast in every platform. I lied, but I like to believe so. We're back. Another week of hot takes and Jimmy capping at his ass. And I have a spicy Yankee take today because I'm getting a little fed up with this fucking team. So, without further ado, I'll let the quickest man here goes by the name Nick, not only quick on the podcast, but quick in any other aspect of his life. Nick, tell us about the Cardinals in 15 seconds.
Before I tell you about the Cardinals, is there something wrong with you not caring about how our weeks have been in the last 2 weeks? Because you haven't been asking us. It's nice to tell the fans that the gang got together for our fantasy draft this week, no?
Sure, guys, how was your week? I'm just trying to get to business here. I'm excited.
Listen, nobody wants to hear about your shitty Yankees. I want to hear about everyone's lives in the last week.
The reason for this podcast is to talk about baseball. But yes,
I understand that, but you always ask how we've been doing, and all of a sudden, since the Yankees are playing like shit, you don't want to ask us anymore.
the reason for this podcast is to connect with our brothers. That's the reason. I'm staying on that business.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I mean that's a fair point. But I kind of just brushed over it recently. So let's start this over. Fellas, how
All right, we're gonna take this from the top. Ballpark Beef is back at it again with another episode, baby, and we're gonna roll that music.
Yeah. Welcome back. Guys, how was your week? How was your week? I mean, man, listen, I had a good week.
I mean, it's over with now, so we'll just go on to the next one.
I got to see the boys, and I went to the zoo.
Yeah, you're not even into it anymore, bro. So let me just tell you guys about the shitty Cardinals.
Wait. Before you went to the zoo?
Yeah, I went to the Bronx Zoo on Monday.
Yeah? What was your favorite animal you saw?
Dude, honestly, we took the worst path ever. Let me tell you something, all right? Let's get into this real quick.
Oh, here we go. See, now we get into it.
So, when you go to the zoo, you need to have a game plan. We did not have a game plan, okay? When you go into the zoo, you got to know where you're going, what animals you're going to see first, what area you're going to first, because the Bronx Zoo is fucking huge. If for any listeners who have ever been there, and I don't know if you guys have been there, but it's huge. So we went to the completely wrong area, and we missed all the good fucking animals. We went to the Tiger Mountain. The tiger was all the way in the back laying down. That was a party pooper. And we didn't see anything cool. By the time we got to the giraffes, the elephants, the lions, they were all gone. They were put inside. Because at 4:30, all the animals go inside. So honestly, Bronx Zoo was fun, but it sucked. All right? Guys, listen, if you're ever going to the Bronx Zoo, make sure you have a game plan and always take the path to the right. That's where all the cool shit is. I made the mistake, and we didn't see all the cool shit. But yeah, I went to the zoo.
That's coming from a guy who never has a game plan when he goes out.
Let me tell you a story about no game plan. So first of all, this is why you don't go to the Bronx Zoo, because you should just go right past the Bronx Zoo and go see a Mets game in Queens. You feel me? Forget Bronx. But anyway, I'm not going to make this all about me. But talk about not having a game plan. This guy wanders like a little lost duckling without a game plan. He just waltzes around the world, not a care, just waiting for somebody else to guide him. He has no problem being guided.
Yeah. You ask him what we're doing, and he has no clue.
And somehow I was the tour guide at the Bronx Zoo. I was the worst person to be the tour guide, and they all followed me.
And that's why you had a bad time, because you were the tour guide.
Exactly. So next time when we go to the Bronx Zoo, I am not leading the pack. I'm staying. So here's my other thing. All right. Since we're into this now, I have ADHD. If you guys didn't know, my brain is in 13 different positions at once. Nick's typing something. And so when I'm somewhere, I like to see an animal and keep going. The people I was with, i.e. my wife and her family, they like to stand, talk at each animal, take 50 million pictures. I like to see the animal, one picture, on to the next. All right.
Wait. They talk to the animals?
No, they don't talk to animals. They like sit and chill. They sit and chill. They watch. They take
They
pictures.
give
At
the
least
animals some
50.
time to do something different.
Yeah, but like I'm like, all right, cool. I saw a bear. Let's move on. So I'm always like 50 yards in front of them, and they're just strolling back there. And yeah, that's what's happening. But yeah, let's go.
So his wife overheard him.
Oh my god, that's too funny. So,
See, we wouldn't have these
Mike
great
Cut.
conversations if we didn't ask how our week went.
That's right, and
Yeah.
that's what you have to do. Occasionally, you just have to ask how the week's going.
So basically, oh, hold on, they
Oh,
can't see me.
hi, we
Hi,
have a
guys.
guest.
We have a
Hi.
special guest.
Oh, wait, you're
Should
recording?
you
Yeah, go. You're on
should you
over.
introduce
You're
yourself?
gonna- Hi, I'm Mrs. Wagner, Johnson's wife.
Hi, Mrs.
So,
Wagner.
hi. So basically, this whole Bronx Zoo little spiel that he just had, he likes to look at the animal. Like the bear was in his little, like, his little tub, basically,
Mhm.
of water. And Jonathan just sees the bear's head and wants to leave. What if the bear leaves and does that beautiful shake and we miss all of that? If we would have left when you left, we wouldn't have saw the mama bear and the papa bear coming up on top of the mountain on top to see the little cub. It was a beautiful thing to see. So he likes to rush life a little bit too much.
Okay,
we
all
said.
right,
You
and
gotta-
that
you
was
gotta give the
a
animals some
skip for my
time.
wife. Let's
Exactly.
Stop and
Let-
smell the roses, fam. That's the motto today. Stop and smell the roses. That's gonna be the title of the episode.
I love
Forget
that.
baseball, forget football, forget fantasy. Stop and smell the roses, folks. That's that. We can end the recording right here, actually.
Yeah, let's just press no. All right, let's be serious, guys. How was your week? I just had a whole 6 minute.
We're
All right.
past that.
We're past that. All right,
We're on the 15-second recap of the Cardinals.
all right.
So
15 seconds, pump and dump. Let's go.
Cardinals are playing how they have been playing all year. 5-5 in their last 10, 69-69 as a record. Like we said, 500 baseball. 2 out of 4 against the Padres. Took 2 out of 3 against the Yankees. And after that series, it's safe to say that the Yankees can't beat any team in this podcast. 6-3 lost, 6-5 win, and then smacked them 14-7. But Cardinals have 22 games
Highlight of their
left.
season.
22 games left, and they're 5.5 back. They have like less than 1% chance of making the playoffs. I just don't see it happening. I mean, I would say the best way to sum up the Cardinals season is, our best player, Nolan Arenado, has 15 home runs and 70 RBIs. I mean, you're not going to win a lot of games when your best player is doing that. But hey, in about a week, I can say the Cardinals are pretty much eliminated.
30 seconds. Good job. Proud of you. 30 seconds. Yeah, the Cardinals suck. They're playing 500 ball. They're not going anywhere. Nick, it's a like in life, it's a pump and dump. They're done this year. Okay. You reboot. You hopefully you do something with the old guys in the offseason and you turn this team around and become the Cardinals that we know. Because the Cardinals aren't a bad franchise. The Cardinals are a very storied franchise, second best franchise behind the New York Yankees. So
Bless you. Did you sneeze?
no. Just cleared my throat.
Okay.
It was from all the pumping and dumping. But yeah,
Pumping and dumping.
the Cardinals need to reboot, get back to winning ways. It's not happening this season. I Nick understands that, and it's time for a reboot. But since Jimmy's waiting to talk about these Mets, and I have a whole spiel about the Yankees, I'm gonna let him take over, and then we're gonna go into that. So, Jimmy, tell us about the team in the Queens, the team that sucks, the team that has 2 World Series rings, the team that the Mets want to be the Yankees. Like, just go.
Are you sick or something? Have you not been watching baseball last week? Last week, the Mets beat the the Arizona Diamondbacks. I can't even remember the team names at this point because you got me so furious. Arizona Diamondbacks, number one team in the wild card race, beat them. Chicago White Sox, dumpster fire of the MLB season, swept them. Beat Boston yesterday, and now we're up 2-1 against Boston tonight. So when we're in the playoffs and we're making it further than the Yankees because the Yankees are up 2-up, then you're gonna be jealous. That's all. And it's as simple as that. Francisco Lindor is gonna win his MVP. His first MVP. He's only placed top 5 in 2 years, I think. I think he was 5th twice. And this is the year, baby. This is the year. No less than second place finish. Shohei Ohtani plays one side of the ball and he doesn't deserve it. Not a hot take. I don't care if he gets 50-50. Francisco Lindor's 30-30 with Gold Glove defense, hitting 270 after hitting 070 for the first month of the season. Yeah, that's impressive. I'm sorry. Francisco Lindor on another level, leading the league in every category ever. That's a lie, but still, Francisco Lindor, dog. I'm not gonna cap that much.
I'm still waiting for Jimmy to order his jersey.
I might after the MVP season. I might.
All right.
You mean the second place MVP?
No, he's gonna win MVP this year. He's gonna lead them. If the Mets make the playoffs
Put a 4
in the
for 4
wild
on
card,
it.
if the Mets make the playoffs, Francisco Lindor definitely deserves the MVP.
Put a 4 for 4 on it.
2 4-for-4s.
I bet. Let's hear about the
That good.
Stankies now.
Okay. So the Yankees still have the best record in Major League Baseball. But
No, they don't.
okay, they have the second best. But I just have a few things that it just doesn't make sense. Okay. Now let's break this down. Yes, they're a good team. Yes, they've played 500 ball the last 10 days. There's a reason why. There's a reason why. You guys want to know why? Because they continue to play DJ LeMahieu. They continue to play Jose Trevino. They continue to play these fucking guys who don't deserve to be in the league. Okay? They play like Jason Dominguez has not been called up. Why? Why has he not been called up? Couldn't tell you. Maybe because
you don't need him.
You think they like Verdugo? I think Jason Dominguez is better than Verdugo. Verdugo sucks. Okay.
Yeah, remember when you were putting Verdugo over Nimmo? That's a whole nother conversation. I got the clip too. I got the tapes. I got the receipts, and yo ass was wrong.
And we keep running out DJ LeMahieu. I don't know why. Couldn't tell you. I don't think he even starts on the Mets. I don't think he even starts on the Cardinals. He sucks. Okay? He sucks. And they run him out. Listen, man, we need to win the AL East. We need to. We can't come in second place. There's so many benefits to us winning the AL East. And if we're not plating the best team every day, Jason Dominguez should be a part of that to be the best team. And we're letting DJ LeMahieu start, Jose Trevino. I understand catchers need some off days. I get that. That's fine. Austin Wells should be the starting catcher moving forward regardless. But if you're not fielding the best 9 fucking guys, what are you doing? Aren't you in it to win it?
I feel like that's a common thing in the Bronx is the Yankees have way more talent that should be playing rather than playing the old guys, but they always play the old guys because those are the ones getting paid.
Like Oswaldo Cabrera, I promise you he's a better baseball player than DJ LeMahieu at this point. He's a switch hitter. Yeah, he's not like the greatest, but I'd pick him over DJ. He's more exciting. Probably does more at the plate. He does do more at the plate. It's just they continue to run out these guys and they just suck and it doesn't make sense. But like I can't complain too much because we're one of the best teams in the league. We have Aaron Judge, we have Juan Soto, and it's just fun to watch right now. But yeah, I mean that's really all I got. It's 20 games left basically. Let's see what happens.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it though. If you have maybe a slightly below average season from Juan Soto and a slightly below average season from Aaron Judge, I don't think you're a playoff team.
I don't even think they're a wild card team.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think you're a playoff team. I think you get maybe let's put it out there. 275 from Judge, 275 average, like 40 homers, 90 RBIs or something like that, just like a pedestrian 900 OPS season. Just his average, which is like insane still. I think you miss the playoffs. Same with Juan Soto. I think if you have a slightly below average season for his standards, which is still fantastic, you're still not making the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean it's very possible.
And you're going from the second best team in the league to not making the playoffs without those two.
Yeah, I mean it's it's definitely up for debate that's possible because if you look at the guys around them, they don't contribute much.
So what would you do, Jimmy? If you take both of their words and then like divide it by 2, that's how many like games it would be without them?
What is it? Judge got probably like
Judge is like 9.5
right
and Soto's like 7.5. So if you take them out of their team, it's like 8 game difference about
9 and 7, 16. Yeah, so about 8 games.
So they would be like 2.5 out of the wild card.
Maybe out of the wild card though.
Yeah, 2.5 out of the wild card instead of being half a game up in the division.
Yep, I believe it. How's Cole pitching? I haven't seen him pitch in a while.
So he had a really good start yesterday. He got pulled. He had right calf tightness, but he's good. But he pitched a good game yesterday. I think he went 7 innings, 10 Ks. Good start. He's ramping back up. So that's good.
He's been ramping back up for the whole summer, but okay.
Yeah.
He needs to drink some water so his
Yeah.
leg doesn't cramp.
Luis Heel, Clark Schmidt come back this weekend. Huge for the rotation. So that's good to see.
I don't know.
It says right here his his routine before the game included applesauce, plenty of water, and 2 electrolyte drinks.
Hole?
Yeah.
Didn't work.
And it says it got me 82 pitches.
Didn't work. No, I mean, like I said, I think this team is very pedestrian with a average year from Soto and Judge. This team's engine is those 2 players, and without them having an exceptional season, you're not a playoff team.
Fair. Without Lindor doing what he's doing now, you wouldn't be where you're at.
That's right. That's why he deserves the MVP.
I mean,
and that's why Judge deserves his. Yeah.
They're both going to get theirs. Maybe.
Exactly.
Wow. Maybe Lindor.
Definitely Judge.
Definitely Judge.
He doesn't have Ohtani to compete with anymore.
Nobody's got Bobby Witt.
Who's a dog.
He is, unfortunately, he's a very good dog.
All right, so I got a Juan Soto take.
All right, let's hear it.
I read an article today, and this isn't my own thought, but it's just worth a conversation, of course. When the Nationals traded away Juan Soto, the Nationals owner, I forget his name, he was completely ridiculed, just like slandered, traded away the best player of our generation, blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, what if the Nationals sign Juan Soto in free agency to pair him with the haul that they got when they traded him away to the Padres? That's a possibility. There's a core in the Nationals right now that is up and coming. They have 2 good starters. They have a good outfielder and a good shortstop, most of which came from the trade with San Diego. There's a couple other unknowns that, still haven't come up through the minors yet. But they have a good little core, and there's nothing like home sweet home to sell to Juan Soto to get him to come back to Washington, D.C.
This offseason is going to be one of the most interesting ones, just because Juan Soto is probably in my lifetime, and maybe he's probably the best free agent that is coming available, right? He's a generational talent, and he's only 25 years, he'll be 26. He's only 26 years old. Some guys don't even hit their prime till 28, 29. He's in his prime, and he's only getting better. He's 25, So this offseason, I mean, every team's going to be interested in Juan Soto. If you're not, you just can't afford him at that point. But there's going to be rumors about every single team. I think
only 4 teams. It's only 4 teams.
I think the Nationals are definitely a play. I think it's interesting because they have a very good young core right now. James Wood, Dylan Cruz, CJ Abrams, Kenzie Gore is really good. Pairing Juan Soto with that, I mean, that looks like a really good team for years to come. But I honestly think at the end of the day, it's going to be between 2 teams. The team up there in the top right and the team down here in the bottom left. It's going to be the Bronx or the Queens.
And now, it's not the Cardinals, right? Just checking.
Absolutely not.
Do the Cardinals ever go after anybody that good?
It's 4 teams. It's going to come down to 4 teams. It's not the Cardinals, definitely. It's going to be Mets, Yankees, Giants, Nationals. Those are the 4 teams. He's not going to the Dodgers. There's no room on the payroll for the Dodgers. If they sign him, then that's legitimately unfair.
Yeah.
Like that's so unfair.
Yeah.
You can't, there's no way. I think they get Roki Sasaki though, but that's beside the point. They have Team Japan pitching for them.
Yeah.
That's going to suck. Juan Soto will be one of those 4 teams. He's going to either go back home, he's going to come to play in New York, or he's going to go to San Francisco, and San Francisco is finally going to get their guy. But I don't think that one's as likely.
Back to the Japan team. Imagine Ohtani, Yamamoto, and Roki in the same rotation. That's disgusting.
Yep.
Imagine facing them in a winner go home game.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
That's 3 dogs. But yeah, I mean,
no chance.
Out of those 4 teams, I still think the Mets and the Yankees are the team that's going to end with. And it's going to be the Mets are going to offer the most money. The Yankees are going to offer less because we have a lot more on our our salary and luxury tax and shit like that. And it's going to be, does he want to play with the Yankees or does he want to play with the Mets and take more money? That's literally what it's going to be. That's my prediction. I don't know who he's going to pick. I think this is a very mysterious thing. I can't 100% say he's going to be a Yankee. Can't say that. Can't 100% say he's going to be a Met. I don't know. I truly don't know. And I don't think anyone knows. I don't even think Juan Soto knows at this point.
What we do know about Juan Soto is that he's always had the same perspective. Money. The money is what's going to drive him. So if it's the money that drives him, I don't know. I put the Mets chances at, let's say
60-40.
No,
60-40.
50%. 50% Mets, 49% Yankees, 1% other. Got to have some sliver for other.
Yeah, because think about it. He turned down, 2-3 years ago, a $440 million deal with the Nationals, right? He's going to get probably above 150 mil more than that in total contract worth.
Insane.
600 mil.
Yes.
Absolutely.
What's 15 years for 600 mil?
I think it's 12 to 15 years,
40 million.
Mil. No,
40? Yeah.
I could see 12, 600. Gets 50 a
Sure.
year. I could see that. But I think that's what it comes out to. Mets offering more money, Yankees slightly under, 50% Mets, 49% Yankees, 1% whatever other team. Because the Giants miss out on everybody. But
yeah, I mean,
it's too big of a ballpark.
Yeah.
The topic of him going back to the Nationals, it sounds like a nice thing to do, kind of, because it's like never really happened, right? Like a superstar has never really gotten traded from a team for a haul and then said, "Hey, I'm gonna go join that farm system now," you know? So that sounds like something cool that could happen, but I don't see it happening. I agree with you guys with him either going to the Bronx or the Queens.
Yeah, it's gonna come down to it, and that's gonna be one of the biggest days in baseball history. And hopefully we're still recording to cover it. I think we will. It depends how long it takes, but that'll be definitely a very fun day to talk about.
Well, I mean, if it's one of our teams, we'll have a special episode.
Yeah, we have to have a special episode because that's
if it's not one of our teams, then don't count on it.
Yeah. Because if it's like the Giants or the Nationals, we're not doing.
I was about to say the Cardinals.
But if like he signs with the Mets or Yankees, we will have a special episode, hopefully on that date, just to speak about it because he's a generational talent and it's going to be generational money. This is more important than Ohtani. I think he's a better. I would take Juan Soto over Ohtani. No, I can't say that.
It's a bad
At least
take.
he corrected himself.
Yeah,
It's a bad take.
But Soto's like it's 1A, 1B, honestly. I think because Soto's 25. Like, it's crazy, dude. Like, guys with this talent don't come available like this.
If you get 5 WAR on either side of the baseball from Ohtani, which is like kind of expected, that's 10 WAR just from one player.
Yeah.
Like Juan Soto has to work hard to get to 10 WAR. He's got to have a really good season.
You're right.
Because he's a liability in right. I don't care what you say.
Nah, he's not the greatest fielder.
He's not a great fielder.
It's not. But you know what he is? A great hitter.
Oh yeah.
Dog.
Best pure hitter that we've ever seen.
Oh, absolutely. But let's get into our redraft league, right? We did our draft this week. Very interesting draft. As I told Jimmy multiple times, he did not believe me.
I overprepared.
Overprepared is an understatement.
I overprepared.
The draft went completely sideways. Like the first round, kind of as expected. I'll break down the first round. So first overall, as most people expected, CMC. Second went Tyreek. Third went CD. I think 1, 2, 3 was very obvious. 4, Justin Jefferson. Interesting. 5 was Bijan. I told you a running back was going to be taken early on. 6 was Amon-Ra. He fell to Jimmy like he wanted. That
right into my lap.
My favorite part about Jimmy's pick was it took the whole 3 minutes to pick Amon-Ra.
Yeah.
Well, this is okay. Let me give you my reason. So I'm the first one in the show to come up in the draft. So here's my thought process for the first round. I'm like, okay, I'm pretty certain that the first 3 picks are going to be the first 3 picks. I'm actually 100% certain of it. Justin Jefferson kind of surprised me at 4, and then Bijan Robinson definitely surprised me at 5. So those 2 going meant that I had my pick of Breece Hall and Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Amon-Ra St. Brown was my target from the get, and like I didn't deviate from that. But if Breece Hall fell to me, I wasn't gonna have a problem with it. But so I went Amon-Ra there. But I'm glad I did because I think round 2 and 3 were actually perfect for me. But go ahead.
Round 107 was AJ Brown. Very
That was an auto
interesting.
pick.
Auto pick. He was not there, so can't say much about that. And then I got Breece Hall. Very happy with that pick. I honestly think he's going to be neck and neck with CMC in fantasy production at the running back position this year. Better quarterback situation. And you saw what he did with Zach Wilson and all the other shitters. He put up a very good year, RB2 stats last year. So imagine with a good running quarterback, I think he's going to have a really good year. He's my hero RB because the others are terrible. But let's continue. 109 was Jonathan Taylor. I think that was super early for Jonathan Taylor. I thought he was a second round guy. This is also interesting. 110 Puka Nacua. I also think that's a little early for Puka. Cup's back and healthy. I don't know. We'll see how that works out. Jamar Chase went 11. He fell to 11.
Biggest surprise.
And he was hesitant on taking him.
That's a very big surprise. The issue is he might even play week 1, so might suck regardless. I think that's why he fell. I think people are scared of that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I agree, but I don't think 1 week should cause him to go down that much. I mean, he's going to end up getting paid.
He's going to play. He's going to play if he can.
I think him falling to 11 is kind of crazy. But yeah, so I think, Nick, this worked out perfectly for you. You got Garrett Wilson and Jahmyr Gibbs. I think that's perfect. Those are your 2 guys. Those are your hymns. That's awesome. Love that for you.
No, we just hope for a Montgomery injury.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, I'm never going to, never root for an injury on someone, but yeah, you said it.
Yeah. And then, I mean, the draft kind of went as expected. No really big reaches.
I would say the draft did not go as expected. I mean, Cooper Kupp going 2-8 is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that is a reach. Zay Flowers going at 211 is a reach, in my opinion.
Josh Allen falling to the 4th round.
That's insane. Jimmy got insane value.
Oh, the late 4th round. I got Ayuk in the 3rd, which is why? Why would he fall to the 3rd? He's the best wide receiver on a team that's a powerhouse of offense with 3 guys who could potentially get hurt because they're older.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Ayuk is the youngest alpha on that team, so thank you very much for the 3rd. I'll have him in my wide receiver 2 spot. And then Josh Allen fell to me in the 4th.
I was a little upset. I had a lot of guys sniped. I was really hoping for ETN. That was about to work out. Got sniped. Kenny Walker got sniped. So my team's not as I wanted it to be. It's not great, but I got a bunch of young receivers and I'm hoping for a dream. That's basically my team. It doesn't look good this year.
Is Mark Andrews going before Laporta like a shock to you guys?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of crazy too.
Yeah. Two picks to be fair, but yeah, Laporta, I mean, I don't see Laporta replicating his touchdown total, but he's still the second option in a very high potent Detroit offense. So I would take him over Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews is an injury away from being out for a while. He's injured every year.
No, yeah, I agree. I also think I pulled the trigger on a quarterback too early. I saw the stack. I saw that. I got excited. So I took that. There were options further on. I could have grabbed a running back. But,
I think the 5th round was the ultimate panic for most of the people in the league. We had 12 picks and 8 of them were either quarterbacks or tight ends.
Yeah, I think that was... I panicked. I never fall into that, but I did.
But which running back would you prefer? Ramondre Stevenson, David Montgomery, Zamir White, or DeAndre Swift, who all went in the 6th?
It would be between Stevenson or Zamir White.
Okay. Maybe, but like the Vegas offense is going to be so bad, and so is the New England offense. So you want to attach yourself to a running back 2 in a very shitty offense?
Yeah, but dude, look at my running back.
Over CJ Stroud. I went with Hero 2. We could talk about our list all the way down. I didn't pick another one until round 8. You budged. You took one earlier. You took one in oh no, you took one
round 8, same as you. Yeah.
But still,
listen, my hope is, so I've been seeing a lot of news that Algiers going to have a big workload. I don't know what that means, but if that's true, that's cool. I took Brian Robinson because he's a touchdown machine. I don't think that gets taken away from him. And then J.K. Dobbins, if he's healthy, he can be at RB10. If he's healthy, biggest terms. But my running backs are all like living on a prayer, basically, besides Brees Hall.
All backups, pretty much.
Yeah, they're all RB2s.
You mean me too? All these are my running backs aside from Isaiah Pacheco, who I took in the second, and I think he has a shot at running back 3. Other than him, Javonte Williams, Denver backfield's very ambiguous. I think Javonte may have a good workload, but he's still 1A, 1B. Jalen Warren, same situation, 1A, 1B. Ty J. Spears, I don't know if he's going to be the guy in Tennessee. And Zach Charbonnet, who's a backup to Ken Walker. Like, you just take risks on these people later on in the rounds, and you hope they pan out. Because every time, no matter what draft you have, running back 2 will always be your weakest position, even weaker than flex. So lean into it and improve the other positions. That's my opinion.
Unless you have Jonathan Taylor, Travis Etienne, and Kenny Walker.
Yeah, but you don't you would never start a third running back.
I know.
Like you just
I
wouldn't.
feel like the third running back at the flex is not a good idea.
It's not the move.
But you would say his team is bad?
I personally don't like Diggs being his number 1.
Diggs and Cooper and then Keon Coleman. If you don't start a third running back, like, come on.
Yeah.
My flex is Rashee Rice on one of the best offenses who's not going to get suspended this year.
My flex is either George Pickens or Malik
Wide receiver 1. Yeah, wide receiver 1. Yeah. Malik Neighbors may break fantasy football. He might be the biggest league winner in all of the draft. He's going to break out. Like is the Giants offense bad because they have no weapons, or is the Giants offense bad because Daniel Jones is bad? We'll find out because they have a weapon.
Yeah. So I went with, if you guys were able to see my team, I went with Marvin Harrison Jr. I took 3 rookie wide receivers. Marvin Harrison Jr. And to me, it was all value because they could all be number 1s. That's what I looked at. I saw Marvin Harrison Jr., I saw Malik Neighbors, and Brian Thomas Jr. I think Brian Thomas Jr. is going to be really good too. He has great measurables. He looks great. But that's what I saw at my spot. Instead of taking like a Tyler Lockett who went right after, or a Khalil Shakir, I saw Brian Thomas and I was like, why not? You know, these guys
6'3",
6'3" with freaky speed. It's interesting. I took all wide receiver 1s essentially, but they're all wide receiver 1s in shitty offenses. That's my dilemma. Shitty offenses as of right now. They could be good offenses, you know?
Yeah.
And listen, Nick's got a great team. I think Metcalf, T. Higgins, DJ Moore, and Garrett Wilson's a really good core of receivers. I like that a lot. Stevenson and Gibbs is decent. I think after that, your bench is kind of weak, though.
My bench is kind of like just, wide receiver 2s or RB2s hoping to, steal a spot.
Blake Corum could work out. Trey Benson could work out. Like, you have some good rookie running backs that could be something,
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, I like the Rashid Shaheed also.
I think Shaheed's going to have a good season too, yeah.
I mean, he's not in a great offense, but Chris Olave's could just been like medium, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
I think Matt Stafford as your backup quarterback was a good pick, and I don't know. I think Jordan Love. I'm not as high on Jordan Love and CJ Stroud in all honesty. Like, I think that their ceilings have been met. I think they had their like, that's what you could expect as like the best outcome for these quarterbacks. And to me, you're drafting them kind of at their ceiling. Jordan Love doesn't really have the running ability. CJ Stroud, not really. CJ Stroud is definitely a step above Jordan Love as far as like yardage and touchdown totals, I think, with better weapons, just slightly better. Green Bay has good weapons. But to me, like, Matthew Stafford could save you, honestly. Like, if Jordan Love starts to struggle and starts to, go through some growing pains, like Matthew Stafford, you could plug him right in, get 20 points.
I mean, it's crazy to say Jordan Love was QB5 last year.
Do you see him going any higher than that with no rushing upside?
No, but I mean, QB5 is pretty good.
Yeah, you that's what I'm saying. I think that's as high as he'll go.
And I take Stroud. I think I took him too early, honestly. I think I took him too early. I could have.
That's where he was going, though.
I know. But I panicked. I don't know why I took a quarterback. I saw the stack.
You saw the stack.
Yeah, not Nico Collins and CJ Stroud. That's a nice stack to have. Those are two like on par guys, you know, they put up big numbers together. That's why I got excited. That's a stack's nice to have.
Yeah, I was targeting a stack this year, but when you get to the fourth round, what pick was it? 4-7, and Josh Allen is the first quarterback off the board, and still on the board for me. Like I had to. Like I know I preach. I was like, take quarterback later. Like it's fine to fade quarterback this year, but when you get 25 points just kind of like falling to your lap in round 4, I can't resist. Like I had him last year. It's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. I feel like you've had him every year in redraft.
Yeah. He's kind of my guy.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it makes sense. That's phenomenal value at that spot, you know? Like you said, 25 easily a week. He's been QB1 for the past 4 years except 22, and he was QB2 behind Jalen Hurts. So I mean, that's, you know, doesn't hurt to take QB1 in the 4th round. Well, like you said, I think we both panicked. Not you didn't panic, you saw value. I saw the stack.
My eyes got big.
Yeah, I saw the stack, and I think we both were preaching fade quarterbacks, wait. And we did honestly the complete opposite because I took one in the 5th round, you took one in the 4th round.
I got my quarterback in the round that I was looking to get quarterback.
I know, and I want to talk about your pick because I think that the best quarterback in the draft just got sniped ahead of you.
Yeah, Kyler Murray.
As far as value
I
goes,
was between like when they took Joe Burrow at the 7-9 and I have the 7-12, I'm like, okay, Brock Purdy, Kyler Murray, Jordan Love. Like I'm fine with any 3 of those. And then I thought Kyler Murray was gonna go first. I saw Brock Purdy. I'm like, I looked at Jimmy. I go, Jimmy, I might get the guy I want.
Yeah.
And then get sniped right before my eyes.
People forget how good Kyler Murray was when he was healthy. People honestly forget that.
Yeah, I mean, his first 3 years, he finished at QB 6, 3, and 10.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's, you know, 7th round, almost 8th round value.
And that's what he finished QB 10 with 14 games in 2021.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the most surprising thing of the draft. A defense going in the 8th round. Jimmy, your mic's muted. Two picks in the 8th round that went with defenses, and then 2 picks in the 9th round that went kicker. I mean, like, what goes on through your mind to pick those picks?
Yeah, truthfully, I really couldn't tell you. to take a kicker and defense that early just makes no sense when there's so much more value on the board. I mean,
why are we giving these people any time? Why are we even mentioning
because
this?
It's funny to talk about.
It happens every year. It happens every single year. They do defense and kicker in like 16 rounds ahead of where they should. Yeah. I'm surprised. We should have a league where we just draft kicker and defense the first 2 rounds, get it out of the way so nobody can make the mistake, and then start our draft.
Yeah, but people don't understand is you're basically streaming kickers and defense every week. I don't think I keep a kicker and defense for no more than 2 weeks at a time unless they start balling.
Listen, I'm ready to drop my defense that I drafted.
Like you stream, you're waiver wire hunting for kickers and defense all year. Like
100%.
There's no need to draft them. Yeah, the 49ers defense, sure. Where did they finish last year in terms of defense? 11th. The Browns defense, 5th. Okay. That's not worth 8th round value when you can add like potentially have a flex or a league winner, you know?
My other thing is like, even though they took him early, how do you not take the Jets in either of those situations?
Why are we even talking about picking a defense in that situation?
No, I know that, but I mean, I'm just saying from their perspective. I mean, how do you think the Cleveland Browns defense is better than every defense in the league?
I mean, they did have the best, one of the best defenses last year.
Yeah, but they finished 5th.
Yeah, but like, there's no talk. There shouldn't be a talk about it. There's no conversation. You shouldn't take them this early. The kicker and defense are reserved for the last 2 rounds of the draft. And if you do otherwise,
4 people. There was 4 people who did that. 4 people who took kicker and defense in the last round. The 3 of us and Nick, the 4 people who know how to play fantasy football.
Yeah. Dude,
everyone else mixed them in early.
Yeah. It's insane.
I can't believe that one guy got auto drafted 2 kickers.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm really excited about Baker Mayfield. He was QB10 last year. That's a great 15th round pick. You know what I mean?
So let's
Yeah,
do
I
all
think
projections with our team. What do you think our record's going to be? What is it? 14 games?
I can't project records, man.
I say my team goes 9 wins.
I got to go 10 for me then, because your team's worse than mine.
I'm going 8.
My
8?
team's worse than yours.
So my floor is 7, right? But my ceiling is 10. Just because I have all rookies, you don't know what they are.
It's so volatile. Nick, let's go position by position. If you think that your team is so much better, let's go
All right,
from top
let's
down.
do our position by positions. Let's do
Let's
it.
do everyone's.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll rate them
And
like
then
1,
we'll
2,
end it.
3.
No, we'll just do who wins.
All
Quarterback.
right, St. Brown. Oh, you want to go quarterback? Okay.
Yeah, just go to your team. Quarterback.
Josh Allen.
Jordan Love. I mean, we all know Jimmy's winning that one.
Yeah,
I have Jordan
Jimmy
Love.
won. So Jimmy, you have 1. Remember your number in your head. 1. Brees Hall, RB1.
Jameer Gibbs.
Pacheco. I like Hall.
Yeah, Brees
Yeah.
Hall. All right, so I have 1. RB2, Brian Robinson.
Ramondre Stevenson.
Javonte Williams.
I'm gonna take Ramondre Stevenson. What about you, Jimmy?
He could have the weakest position, no problem. We should count that as half a point.
No,
1 point.
We'll count as a point. Wide receiver 1, Marvin Harrison Jr.
Garrett Wilson.
Amon Ra.
Amon Ra. Wide receiver 2, Nico Collins.
You can honestly pick DJ Moore, Metcalf, or Higgins.
Well,
Brandon Ayuk.
pick yours. I think it's a tie between us, Jimmy.
Stop.
What
The alpha on one of the best offenses in the league.
Bro. Nick, Nico Collins or Brandon Ayuk?
I mean, Nico Collins finished better than him last year.
Who's wide receiver 1? Who's wide receiver 2?
What are you talking about?
Debo's wide receiver 1 there. Let's be honest.
No, he's not. No, he's
Be honest. Let's be honest.
He's the gadget player. He's the mix it up kind of guy.
I'm taking Nick, Nico Collins or Brandon Ayuk.
I'll take half a point.
I think I would go half and half.
All right. I got 1.5.
2.5.
Tight end, Jake Ferguson.
Ingram.
Trey McBride.
Okay, I like Ferguson though, bro.
3.5.
I think McBride's ceiling is gonna go down.
We'll do a half.
I like Ferguson the
half.
best.
You like Ferg? Okay, Nick. Yep. So I'm at 2.5.
Because I wanted Ferguson.
Yeah.
Oh, you're tweaking right now.
2.5.
Bro, you love McBride just because he had one good fucking year, half a year. You picked him up in like the 11th round.
Yeah. I don't
No, I picked him off waivers.
In the 11th round.
No,
Well,
waivers.
11th week.
No. Yeah, late.
All right, I got 2.5.
I'm taking Ferguson, bro.
Flex, Malik Neighbors.
Metcalf or Higgins.
Rashi Rice.
I'm going Malik Neighbors. Easy.
Bro.
I'm not taking Neighbors just because he hasn't proved anything.
Rashi Rice showed it.
Nick, who was
on
yours?
the best offense?
E. Higgins or DK Metcalf, whichever depends on who they're playing.
I'm giving the point to Nick.
I'm taking mine.
That's insane.
I'm giving the point to Nick.
That's
all right,
insane.
So I'm at 2.5.
I have 2.
And Jimmy has how much?
3.5.
3.5.
I should have like 7.
So you won, man.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. If that's only starters, Jimmy's bench is terrible.
We're not going to
on my bench.
One guy gets hurt and Jimmy loses at least 10 points.
I got Odunze on the bench to go into the wide receiver 3 slot. I got Jalen Warren and Tajay Spears who are going to be 9-10 points a week. Don't matter. Same as the 9-10 points. Same as 9-10 points for Javonte Williams. Khalil Shakir is attached to Josh Allen. That's a stack. You're welcome. Jaden Daniels could easily replace Josh Allen if he got hurt. Need I go any further? I dropped Ben Sinnott, so I got somebody else. Audric Estime might be the starter in Denver by the end of the season. Like hold my left one because
I got the best bench, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I like Jonathan's bench the most.
I got Baker Mayfield, QB 10 last year. Jaleel McLaughlin, who's going to be RB1 in Denver because Javonte sucks cock. J.K. Dobbins is probably going to be RB1 in L.A. If he has a breakout year, I won the league. Tyler Algier is probably the best RB2 in the league. Brian Thomas Jr. could be him. Darnell Mooney with Kirk Cousins, solid wide receiver 2. George Pickens is wide receiver 1, better quarterback play. Dontavion Wicks balled out end of last season, could be very good this year. And Isaiah Likely, Mark Andrews isn't going to stay healthy. And what did Isaiah Likely do when Mark Andrews got hurt last year? Dog. Best bench in the league.
Isaiah Likely Billy did shit.
you talking about?
He finished with 100 fantasy points.
Yeah, look at his last 1, 2, 3,
He
4,
played
5.
17 games.
Because he wasn't a starter. Look at the weeks when he was a starter.
7, 9, 8, 9, 5.
What are you looking at?
Isn't his PPR?
19, 18, 8, 18, 11.
Oh, I guess that's the guess.
Are you on 2024?
No, I just don't know how to read the website. That's why I look at it on my phone.
Nice.
Nice.
Very nice. This
Love
is what podcasting gets you.
Yeah.
You get some novice podcasters occasionally.
Yeah. Novice.
Hey, bro. I
Anyway,
got the wrong PPR column.
I'm the favorite. Clearly, I have the most points. I don't care about my bench because your bench doesn't score any points in your lineup. And you was L when I steal that trophy back to back to back. My ass.
Back to back to back is going to be me. And listen, guys, I just want to say this. The best time of the year starts this week. We have football on Thursday, Chiefs, Ravens. Friday, we have a game in Brazil. All the teams are scared to leave their hotels. Let me tell you guys, Brazil isn't that bad. Just don't walk around with APs and 30 gold necklaces. And then Sunday football's back. Sunday football is fucking back. The best time of the year. 12:30, open invitation to my apartment. Be there or be square. If you don't show up, that's your loss. But everyone's invited. It's going to be the best time of the year. I'm very excited. So, guys, enjoy this weekend. And remember, we got 17 more weeks of it. So we will catch you on the next episode. For all the rest of the cap, we'll talk about week 1. We can recap week 1. We can talk about our fantasy teams, our dynasty. Jimmy's going into a big year for dynasty. This is his year. This is his window. And guys, enjoy your weeks and enjoy football. Have a good one.